Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. Today is release day for block number 7 in our 2026 Sew With Me series. So today's block is a really fun block, and this is another one of those blocks that I think would be really great for an all-over quilt because you'd get a mixture of a Irish chain mixed with a star. So if you're new to our sew along this year, make sure to revert back to video number 1. It has all the details, housekeeping information and whatnot. I also have a playlist here for this year's sew along on YouTube so you can get to all of the previous videos that have launched. Also, make sure you click the blog post link below this video as well. That has links for the free PDF downloads for both the Quilty and Stitchy version, along with fabric requirements, floss requirements, and all of the other details that you'll need. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a couple of fun new techniques. We're going to be making quarter square triangles. I always make mine a little oversized and then trim them down. So I'll be showing you how to do that in today's video. And then we're also going to be strip piecing some things just to help make our life a little bit easier and make it go a little bit faster. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the Christmas version of this block, but I'm also going to be showing you my patriotic version at the end so you can see how I altered the fabrics to make it into a patriotic version. And then of course I'll be sharing my stitchy version with you as well. So let's go ahead and dive into today's tutorial. So this block should come together pretty quickly. We're going to be making quarter square triangles. We're also going to be doing a little bit of strip piecing, so that'll make it really fast and easy. So we're going to work on our quarter square triangles first. So I'm going to take my B and D pieces. We're going to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner on the back of our B with a friction erasable pin. And you don't have to do this if you have your diagonal seam tape on your machine, but it will help make your blocks a little bit more accurate. Next, we're going to take those B pieces and we're going to place them right side down on top of a D. And just for fun, I chose 2 different Ds. You could do the same green if you wanted, but I thought it'd be fun to just do a mix. We're going to take these to the machine and we're going to sew 1/4 inch away on both sides of our drawn line. All right, you can see here I've sewn 1/4 inch away from both of my drawn lines. Just to save myself some time, I'm going to stack these up. We're just going to cut them in half right along that drawn line. That's going to give me 4 half square triangles. I am going to take these and press them towards the darker fabric. All right, now I've got 2 of the darker green and 2 of the lighter green. And now we're going to take 1 of each and we're going to sew those together. So I'm going to place them right sides down on top of each other with the greens on the opposite side. And since we pressed towards the green, our seams should nest. You should be able to feel that seam just butting right up next to the other. I'm going to turn it on the diagonal. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And then again, I'm going to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner. We're going to take this to our machine and we're going to sew 1/4 inch away from both sides of our drawn line. And that way when we come back and pull it back like this, we'll have a quarter square triangle. And here are both of our pieces. Just like before, we're going to trim them in half right on that drawn line. And then that is going to give us 4 quarter square triangles. And I'm going to go ahead and press these really quick. And here they all are. And now we just need to trim these down. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I like to make them just slightly larger and then trim them down. So I'm going to trim these to 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is take my ruler. I'm going to use the diagonal line and line that up along this seam line. And then I'm going to make sure my points for my 2.5 inches line up right where these seams are as well. All 4 corners are lined up. And then I can go ahead and make my first 2 cuts, just like that. And now it's looking a little bit wonky, but we just twisted it. Now I can look at the side and bottom. And again, just make sure that all of my points are lined up. And there we have a perfect little quarter square triangle. So I'm going to cut all of the rest of these the exact same way. Again, line up all the corners where I want them to be trimmed at. Make my first 2 cuts, rotate it, Again, line all those points up. All right, our next step is to just set these aside for now. And we're going to grab our A and C pieces and we're going to do what's called strip piecing. So what that means is that I have taken 2 long pieces. I'm going to sew these together, 1/4 of an inch seam, and then I'm going to come back and trim off the pieces that I need from that strip piece. So I only have to do 1 long sewing thing instead of short sewing things. And I think that's a lot easier and faster. So I'm just going to take this to my machine, sew along this edge using 1/4 of an inch seam. All right, and here is our piece. Now we can just trim off what we need. And I will usually just straighten up this left side just to make sure we're good there. And we have a nice straight edge to work with. And now we need 8 1.5 inch strips off of this. So now I can just go right down this edge. I'm lining up the left and bottom edges. I'm also lining up right there, just like that. And now I've got a little way to make 8 of the same block. And you'll notice I did give you a little bit extra scrap on the end, just in case you sewed a little bit crooked or anything like that. All right, here are our 8 AC units. We made those really fast by strip piecing. It's a lot easier to sew 1 long strip and then just trim than to sew each one of these individually. All right, now we need to take these AC units, we're going to flip one upside down and we're just going to sew those together in an easy 4-patch unit. I've pressed towards the blue, so when I place these together, you can see right there, I just nest those seams and then we'll have a nice perfect little 4-patch. Then we just need to do those with these remaining pieces, so we have 4 4-patch units. All right, now we have all of our corner square pieces. We've got all of our 1/4 square triangles, and then we have our E unit. So we're ready to assemble our block. And don't be confused, before I did have my E cut way larger than it was supposed to be, so I just trimmed that down per my pattern. I just wasn't following my own instructions, so mistakes happen. But now we're ready to assemble our block. So we're going to take our E square, place that in the center. I'm going to go ahead and put my corner squares out first. I want to make sure my print fabric is touching my E. That way I know they're going the right direction. And then now I can place my 1/4 square triangles, and I'm going to place them so that the greens alternate. So it's like light green, dark green, light green, dark green, so it looks like that. All right, and now we can just sew this together. So we're going to sew our top, middle, and bottom rows together, and then we'll sew those together to complete our block. And again, I pressed towards the center on the middle row and towards the outer edge on the outside row, so that when I put these seams together, they'll nest. And here is our block. We just need to trim it up. And that is it for block number 7. And then here is the 12-inch version in my red, white, and blue colorway. This is one of my favorite blocks. I actually think the whole quilt out of these blocks would be really cool. And then these would actually make it look like an Irish chain in between. So that might be kind of a fun block to do. All right, here is my progress for blocks 1 through 7. I hope you guys are all enjoying this stitch along. I think it's turning out great. I love the patriotic colors that I've chosen. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, you can do any color scheme that you like, but I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I think it's going to turn out really cute. And then once we're done with all the blocks, I will show you how I'm going to finish it. And when you guys are starting to finish your stitchy pieces, don't forget to post them in our Sew With Me group on Facebook. That way everybody can see and get some ideas for their finishing as well. This piece should be finishing at about 8 by 8. If you're doing the basic stitchy piece that's free here on YouTube, it'll finish by 6 by 8. I've mentioned before, but all the blocks are the same. It's just the layout that's different. So if you get the paid version, it comes with this medallion style finishing. It comes with the basic layout finishing that's here free on YouTube. It also comes with individual charts for each ornament in case you wanted to finish them off as ornaments or just individual little squares or pillows or however you'd like to do that. But anyways, here is my progress for blocks 1 through 7. All right, guys, that's it for block number 7 for our Sew With Me series this year. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are stitching or sewing along with us, don't forget to post your progress in our Sew With Me group on Facebook. There's a link below this video on where you can join that. And of course, don't forget to click the blog post below this video so that you can get your free PDF downloads as well. And as always, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and you can also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming fun. Thanks so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.